Hey everybody, welcome to Realm the Twist. It is March 18th, 2015, and this is episode 199. Take two. I'm recording at about almost 4 in the morning. I had recorded about 12 hours ago, and evidently my software, for whatever reason, decided at about 15 minutes in that it was no longer going to give me sound. Now, any other day, it would have typically like 5 seconds after I start recording, it pops up a little warning screen saying there's no sound, and there's always sound. So I don't know why I didn't get that this time, but I didn't. In case you can't tell, I just woke up maybe about half an hour ago. I did see everyone's notes messages last night, along with my mom and dad calling to let me know there was no sound. So you get my lovely I just woke up voice. This is what I sound like when I first wake up, or haven't talked after I've first woken up. I actually got up about 20 minutes ago. So here we go. Welcome to episode 199, and it'll hopefully be shorter than earlier. I rambled quite a bit, but if I'm not quite as perky, there's no coffee in me. I wanted to get this done and get it out to everyone. I'm very, very sorry about the technical problem. So, because of the long work weekend that I had and recording late last week, I recorded last Thursday instead of Wednesday, and then worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I slept the majority of Tuesday, just, lack of sleep the previous 4 days, and was trying to make it up. And then so I spent pretty much most of Wednesday in between when the twins needed me knitting, trying to catch up, have something to show everyone, because I really hadn't touched my needles in 4 or 5 days, and it felt so good to be able to knit. I have so little time on the weekends that I knit. I wouldn't have been able to knit at work this weekend anyway. It was crazy, crazy busy. And, well, here we are. So let's get started. First things first, my 2x2 hands of blue socks. And those are living in my Stitch by Jessalou Jane hat bag. These are, trying to do this without show notes now, of course. The yarn is by Friday Studios, the lovely Frida in Sweden. Thank you, Sandy Kins, for letting me know where she is. In her Monday base, it's a 75% superwash wool, 25% nylon. If you see something on her website and want it in a different base, just message her and let her know. She was very, very nice about getting me a non-sparkly base of this, because she originally put it up in, I think it's her Thursday base, has either silver or stellina. It has sparkle in it, and I wanted these for hubby, so I didn't want them to sparkle. So first sock, as I've shown you guys before, first sock is done except for the afterthought heel. It's my 72 stitch vanilla sock pattern. I've got my waste yarn in there for the heel, and I'll do those last. I know I'm gonna have enough yardage, because hubby likes shorter socks, but it's a mild OCD thing of I don't want to run out, and if I'm gonna run out, I'd rather run out on the heels than on just one toe. So second sock, I had been on this blue stripe here, sorry, and I am 3 stripes past the heel, which was kind of my goal last week, was to get past the heels on both my socks, and I made it on this one. So I'm using a US 1 2.25 millimeter needle. The yarn, to me, has this Monday base has a similar hand or feel to Opal. It feels very much like it's a workhorse yarn, and hopefully will stand up to some wear and tear. But the needle is a Chigu. I talked about in the first take that my yarn room back there, my craft room, is still a disaster. And when I started these socks, I could only find two certain size 1 needles, and this was one of them. And I despise it because of the very stiff cord, but I'm making it work. I'm actually not, whatever I'm doing must be working, because usually my issue, there's the side where the joint is, and I usually get ladders with this, with the Chigu needle, because it pulls, and I'm not getting ladders. So whatever I'm doing, it must be working. I don't know what I'm doing differently than I've done before, but doing something. So 3 rows past the heel, and I'll probably get some more done on this tonight. Tonight, very, very early this morning. I do have to work again tonight, but that's just why I'm up at 3 in the morning. I'd like to be up part of the night at least, so I can sleep again during the day before work. But yeah. Project 1 socks. Yay. Project number 2. More socks. This is in my Tangerine Designs yarn ball bag. The lovely Casey. I got this at the second SSK market. These are my Atlantic Current socks by Melia Bella. I'm doing the 72 stitch size, and the yarn is Into the World. And I've got the card here. Hang on. The yarn is Into the World. Colorway is Captain Tight Pants, and it's Into the World's Pakoku sock, which is a 75-25 superwash merino and nylon. I'm also knitting this on US 1's 2.25 millimeter needles, but I'm using an Addi lace, if I remember right. Yeah, this is an Addi lace. And, oh, bugger. I've got a hot mess going on here. What happened? There we go. This pattern is really, it's like a step up from Mindless, which is kind of nice if you want something with just you just need something with a teeny bit of brain power to help hold your attention and keep you going. Very easily memorizable pattern repeat. And this one as well, I was done or very close to done with the cuff. I might have done a couple more repeats. And I told you guys last week I wanted to get past the gusset. Well, I did. Yay. So there's my, I have partridge heel. And I'm going to flip it around because this side's prettier. My gusset is done. It ended about right there. You can see my last decreases. And I'm working my way out the foot. So loving the yarn. I'm loving the pattern. Definitely going to do it again. Maybe with a slightly thicker yarn. See how it's going to hold up, because this Into the World is awfully thin. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. Forgot. I didn't realize I'd turn the sound back on that after this afternoon. So yeah, I'm motoring my way. Heel's done, gusset's done. I'm motoring my way out the foot. So I did all of that Wednesday during the day, and a little bit Tuesday night. So, yay, I'm gonna have another finished pair of socks here before too long, which is good because I'm having I had another blowout from the sock drawer. A lot of you might remember, if you followed me when I was helping out on an audio podcast, you might remember I did about six, almost 7 years ago, I did a huge spate of like 6 or 7 pairs of monkey socks by Cookie A out of Socks That Rock Lightweight, and those are all Every single one of them. They're starting to die. I've had one blowout so far and a couple more are getting thin under the heel. But 6-7 years, that's a good run for a pair of socks. So I'm going to let them go to the great big sock drawer in the sky and fill my drawer with some lovely, lovely new socks. All right, third thing. And hopefully this won't take, too long to talk about. My County Redemption sweater. This is the County Rainbow Cardigan by Ruth Sorensen, and I am knitting it in this way. The County Effect Garn in the EF colorway. I've got 5 balls of it. One of them I might have to slightly cannibalize because the color order is weird. It's like it progresses up to a pink and then reverses the color order. So I'm leaving that ball for last. I'm hoping I can get the majority of the sweater done without doing anything with that ball of yarn, just maybe like the button bands. I'm hopeful. So last week I showed you I had 3 stripes done. I had the ribbing and 3 stripes, so that's a pattern repeat and a half of a pattern repeat. Because 2 stripes is 1 pattern repeat on this pattern. And I managed to, again this afternoon, I got a 4th set of color work done. So I'm 2 full pattern repeats into the body of the sweater. I went back and, after I recorded actually, I went back and looked at my Ravelry page for the last county sweater and actually had to look at the burned picture because that's the only picture I have of it completed. And counted stripes, and I did 11 stripes, so 5.5 pattern repeats up the body until I got to the underarms, and that's where I put the steeks in for the armholes. So I'm 4 stripes in, 7 to go on the body, and it's progressing nicely. I'm currently working on US 4s, which is a, oh gosh, I gotta flip back, which is a 3.5 millimeter needle. So it's coming along. I was actually able to knit color work while the babies were up. God bless Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Disney Channel Junior. Kept them out of my hair. If you were one of the lucky few who saw the show before I took down the old file, I did have Phoebe down here. The babies were napping, so I brought both of the girls down. She's doing well. She just hates crossing the wooden floor. And she was doing like panic panting the whole time she was down here. But I did have her down here. She was tearing around. She and Daisy were getting into everything. I was having to scold them almost worse than the babies. But it is what it is. Let's see, what else for various and sundry? If you would like to join my Redemption Knit Along, Craft Along, please feel free. There's a couple of threads over on the Ravelry board. There's one for chatter and one for FO's pictures, and that's the one I'll be drawing prizes for whenever the whole thing ends, which could be a few months. It's going to go until I'm actually finished with my sweater. So pull out those old whips, pull out something that you've always wanted to try but been too scared to do. Pull out maybe something you set down years ago and you've always wanted to finish but and you never get back to it. Pull out something you burned in the oven. Pull anything to redeem yourself, challenge yourself. That's what the Redemption Knit Along, Craft Along is all about. The third thing and last thing, and I'm gonna let you go, is I am trying to get the show back up on iTunes. I'm waiting for one little piece to fall into place, and then I can get it up there. I will not planning at this point to upload all of the old episodes from before the year-long hiatus. Those are all available over on Blip. I don't have the time, honestly. My time is at a premium, and being a mommy is more important right now. At some point in the future I might, just so they're all there, but as of right now I'm just planning on uploading from episode 191 through whatever current episode 199 and beyond. So everyone who's been asking and begging for iTunes, I am working on it. It's been a slow process, and I just need one more thing to happen, and then you can get everything on your phone, your iPad, all those fun things. Until then, it is available over on Google Plus. It is on Blip. Blip automatically posts to Twitter for me. It's available on YouTube if you subscribe to my channel over there. And I think that's it. So slightly shorter show than it was earlier. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. I'm not sick. Oh, that's the other thing. Our household is over the viral plague. Thank you, Lord. I think the only one who at some point didn't fall victim to it in the last few weeks was Phoebe. Everyone else has been sick to some degree, so the old dog is holding things together. But we're all well now. Everything is great. We're good. So I guess until next week, everyone, where we'll be back to a normal show. The lighting was better earlier because I had a little bit of light coming through the window, but 4 in the morning, there's very little light outside. So we're still making do with the can lights above me. And I think that's it. So until next week, happy knitting.